Good afternoon, all. Wishing you a very happy weekend. Hope all of you are learning and gaining good money in the market. Today, I will just take you through one simple strategy. Uh, Basic setup is RSI, 8-period RSI, Bollinger Band standard settings, which is 20/2, and normal candlestick patterns and the pivot points. Pivot points basic settings, nothing much, their standard settings. So if you just look at it, the setup, and it's a very simple strategy in the market. Okay, so what I follow generally, there are two things which which is very crucial for me. One is RSI. So when I'm doing a scalping kind of trade, what I look at it is when the RSI is crossing 60. So when I set up the RSI, I have made the settings which is overbought at 60 and oversold at 40, and period is 8. Okay, so I just look at it whenever it is crossing from down, it is crossing 60 to the upside. Generally after the 60, once it crosses 60, you will see one at least 2 to 3 big candles you will get it. This is a standard thing which any day or any stock you can watch out. So whenever, now here you see it has crossed 60 and you see the zoom. So it has actually gone from say 293 to almost 299. Okay, so 5-6 rupees move in a SBI kind of stock, so which is very very big. Okay, so this is one way of looking at a scalping strategy. The other aspect to it is, so I in a Bollinger Band you have 20 EMA, basically the moving average. Okay, so if you look at it, the moving average, whenever any candle, so this moving average is very crucial, and generally you will not see very easily it will be broken. So here if you see, now the stock is actually respecting this moving average, 20 moving average. Okay, and the time it has given me a closure above this. Okay, so it is a positive a trade for me, so I have to go bullish on this particular thing. So when I took this particular thing, that again you have to go as per the candlestick patterns and other things as well. But if you look at it, if it is giving me a closure above 20, so I will take trade somewhere around 293, and so my higher range would be somewhere around 295. So there is a 2 rupees, the safest action which I would have taken, or the trade I would have taken. However, in this case, if I look at it, the stock has gone much beyond this. Okay, so and if you look at it here, why I would have continued this trade would have been on the pivot points. So that is where the pivot points come to a picture. Now here if you see, the pivot point is somewhere around 297. Okay, and here I'm seeing the trend is actually weakened a little bit, and my RSI is somewhere around 71. Okay, so I can still see that the stock has a potential of going to somewhere around 297, 297.72. so I would have still continued the trade. But what I would have done, if I would have taken the trade somewhere here at 293, I would have put the stop loss somewhere here at 294, because this will be my support. So even if my stop loss gets hit here, I always do a trailing stop loss. So even if my stop loss would have got hit here, it would have been 294, so which is still a movement of 2 rupees for me. And if you're playing on a future or a bigger lot, you know how much you can make on this kind of trades. And on the reverse side, if I look at it, any day when if look at this, now this 20 EMA 20 MA moving average, it could not cross here. Okay, and it has always been negative trend from the morning. So the time it has crossed this 20 MA, you see the trend is always negative and it has never been able to cross this. The time it has crossed above this 20 MA, you see the movement which is there on the upside. Okay, so you can always go short till the time it is not giving a positive closure on the 20 MA. Plus you see the RSIs. Okay, so RSI is never reaching somewhere around 60. So after 60 is always for me is a scalping. You know, that 15-30 minutes you can always scalp good amount of money. So this is what the basics basic setup for a trade. Okay, there are lots of newcomers who would like to understand the basic setup, not too many indicators and parameters and all that things. So that's where I'm just putting up a basic thing. Any queries, you can just get in touch with me, just ping me. I'll be happy to help you guys. Thank you very much for your